Oh, yeah. Everything's good on my side. What's going on with you?
Oh, good. We've been interrupted. I don't know if I'm still going or not.
Everything looks good on my
Let's
side.
go with maybe. Just like always, there he is.
Hey, what happened? Everything was fine on my side.
I have no idea. I don't know. You disappeared. I was ranting away saying blah blah blah. Let's change. Let's go back. Let's open the business, and then you disappeared. Apparently, our connection sucks.
Huh. It's funny because I heard everything and so watched everything that happened. I didn't miss a beat on my side.
Oh, good. I was like, I wonder if Gord's still there because he's not on our side. Yeah, you were. I should put us on my phone with the volume down, then I could see what's going on.
All I know is that I was just because I have a link of our live thing up on my phone. I was checking it out, and when I opened it up, it just all it said was blah 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 blah.
Oh, it's way behind.
Oh yeah, it's like almost a minute.
Mine's way back. Weird. Anyway, yeah, that was crazy and stupid. Nice interruption. We have a couple of people watching, so that's cool. Thanks, people, for watching. These shows are better when people watch them. Otherwise, it's just me and Gord like on the phone, basically.
Otherwise, it's just me and Eric doing what we've been doing for 3 fucking years.
Yeah, it's what we've been doing for 3 years. Coronavirus is stupid. Who is this? I gotta be careful. Like I just watched Eric. All your bosses are watching right now, and you're fired.
Shit.
Not good. I'll go work for Trump.
There you go. Okay, so then let's get off of COVID so we don't get in any more trouble.
Oh, okay, it's back. Oh, funny, the subtitles suck. Oh, that's going to distract me all night now because the subtitles are fucking terrible.
No, they're brutal.
Man.
I had to stop watching them. I'm just like, this isn't working at all.
There goes my whole night. I'm going to just watch the subtitles.
So while you're watching
2 lines behind, because I just got no, they're brutal.
While you're reading that, so the U.S. Supreme Court is weighing in on reimposing the death sentence for the Boston Marathon bomber.
I heard that, and I thought, why was that unimposed?
Well, he appealed his initial conviction to say that I shouldn't get the death because I only killed 30 people and a cop. What's the big deal?
Good point. Fair ball. Fair ball.
What's the big deal? I mean, and it only wounded 260 people on top of that as well. So the Supreme Court is coming up saying, fuck this guy needs a death sentence. Now, what's going to be interesting about this is that Joe Biden has been very much opposed to capital punishment. So this will be one of those things that's going to go right in his face to sort of say, well, we want the death penalty for him. And if he stands up and says, no, you're going to see a bunch of people being awfully fucking hot in the fucking panties about that.
Maybe he just doesn't understand it.
Well, would you be surprised he doesn't even understand anything?
He's like, wait a minute, I just made it to the Capitol. Capital punishment can't be good. I'm old.
I don't want to get punished. Why am I getting punished for him? Somebody stop this.
Set him free.
Set him free. I'm innocent.
Biden, you're crazy. Yes, I
am. So the Boston-based First U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that the trial judge, quote, fell short in screening jurors for potential bias following pervasive news coverage of the bombings.
There was some pervasive fucking news coverage. It's pretty hard to find anyone who didn't see that happening.
Yeah, like, I don't think in today's day and age, I don't think you're even allowed to have that. Did you see anything about this on the news? Do I own a cell phone? Yes, and of course I've fucking seen it. Like, come on.
Oh, yeah. I think it's like how much you saw and how much it influenced you like that. It's so stupid now. Like, how do you... And most people would just lie anyway. Why wouldn't you lie? If you got the chance to convict the fucking Boston Marathon bomber, I'd be like, did you see this? I mean, nope. Don't know what you're talking about.
Don't care about news from cities that aren't part of my city.
I'd be lying.
It happened in my city. I don't watch the news.
I don't watch the news.
I play games on Facebook, and that's all I do.
How do you feel about black people? What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen those.
I mean the super tan fucking U.S. citizens that I'm part of? No, those guys? Whatever.
If they're not on American Idol, I don't know. So I don't understand why the death penalty isn't a thing. That should be an option for everything from speeding tickets up.
I just don't get why did they move away from the bullet?
I don't know.
Like,
it's
why
so
isn't
cheap
that
and easy?
It's so cheap and easy. I don't understand. You take 4 or 5 fucking sharpshooters. You give 4 of them blanks. One of them's a real bullet, so none of them know which one it was that caused it. So that's not on their head.
Now, Alex has a good point here. Alex is saying, isn't it better to throw them in the hole for the rest of their lives rather than to end it for them quickly? Because they don't deserve it.
No, because it costs a fucking fortune to keep these assholes in fucking jail for no reason whatsoever. You paying for it? Fuck no, you're not, because you can't afford it. So no, fuck them. They die.
It's true. Good point.
You study them until there's nothing left to study, and you kill them. That's it.
I say start harvesting their organs like the Chinese do. We got an organ shortage in this country, and we have an excess of prisoners and a shortage of organs. I seem to see a solution to all these problems.
Yeah. And I am all for it. If you are a convicted multiple mass murderer, or you are a rapist that's actually guilty of your crime.
And this is not whether he's innocent or guilty. This is whether he should deserve to die or not. And when it comes, this is going to go on for 20 years because he's bored and he's waiting for his execution. What do? You appeal, and then you appeal the appeal, and it's
That's right.
It's just to keep you bored not bored until you die. I think it's stupid. I think it's a waste of time. I honestly, I don't think we should have people rotting for their crimes in jail and suffering for them. I think just kill them, be done with it. Figure out a way to make fuel out of them. There's 2 birds with one stone. Figure out a way that we could fucking run automobiles on dead prisoners.
You know what? I'm fine with that. I am more than fine with that.
I'll
deal with the smell. That'd be fine.
There's got to be a way.
Yeah, I just don't like. I mean, what is the cost? Like, the cost it's so much money per day
to keep a prisoner.
Yeah,
I know in the U.S. it's more than Canada. I think Canada, the last I heard, was roughly $100,000 a year. I just broke all my stuff, so I can't look anything up.
That. Okay, so in Canada, it costs on average. This is going by numbers from 2017 to 2018. A custodial service expenditures amount to around $330 per day per federal officer, or $120,000, $571 annually
per federal. What does that mean? Per
federal offender. So if you're in a federal jail, it's over $120,000 a year. If you're in a provincial or territorial jail, it's $85,000 a year.
$85,000 per person.
Per person.
How many of you make $85,000 a year?
I sure as fuck don't. Never have. So, Alex, to answer your question, that's why. Do they deserve to have that much money sucked out of your fucking paychecks and your fucking life every day just so that they can have their choices of, cable and watch fucking TV and
free medical, free dental,
all that? No, fuck you. You're done. You're proven it's dead. You're guilty. You die. That's it.
Look up the price of a bullet. What does a bullet cost? Let's compare.
I actually want to know now. Average cost of a single bullet. About 15 to 25 cents for most calendars.
25 cents.
Yeah. Larger ones go for about 50 cents.
$120,000 a year or 50 cents. I like 50 cents. $120,000 buy a lot of bullets is what I'm saying.
Alex, please tell me you're reading Alex's comment right now. Okay.
I don't know why we're not showing these on the air.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Sorry. Just so everybody who's just listening and not watching this, our good friend Alex literally just said, he goes, he has to leave, but he says, keep being awesome. I want you in me.
What a great sign off. That's a great tagline to sign off on. Alex from the You Suck podcast empire.
Yeah, it's not even a network. It's a fucking empire now.
They are just kicking ass and sucking names. They're amazing. Everything they do is hilarious. I love them. I've been actually paying a lot more attention lately to other podcasts. That's when Gord and I aren't doing stuff, I pay attention to other people. And so I've got some time to spend with some other podcasts and get to realize there's some good shit out there. And if you're not watching podcasts or listening to podcasts, oh, that's a big fight, by the way. We'll talk about that real quick in a minute, too. Okay. But if you're not in the podcast thing, then you're probably not hearing a word of this, so it doesn't really matter. But tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell the people you work with, start paying attention to podcasts. They're taking over the world. And they're so much more entertaining than anything else.
And, you know, just to give an example of that one, I was listening to the radio because, you know, every once in a while I put the radio on when I'm driving around town. And other than the radio and the conversations that these guys are having, it's like, you know, they're not allowed to voice an opinion about anything. They're not allowed to have their own opinion for anything they talk about. Everything they do discuss has to go through multiple channels. You know, and like they're just talking about like the most benign bullshit of zero substance. You know, it's just flaky bullshit conversation. Like literally they're doing the conversation that actually the reason why Howard Stern became Howard Stern. Right. Because they just talked about nothing. It's fluff bullshit conversation and they're living and joking about bullshit of whatever else, you know, and it just, and it makes me laugh because I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm listening to this and I'm just like, I'm not amused. I'm not entertained at all. This is very sad. If it wasn't for the fact that you guys have been promising me they're going to play me on fucking Metallica soon, sometime in the next 3 hours, I wouldn't even be listening at all. You know,
but that's the problem now because I can just listen to Metallica right now.
Yeah, and
I got a bunch of Metallica right here on this tab right here. It's my Metallica tab. You want some Metallica? I'll play some Metallica right now. Last night I played the Metallica Guns N' Roses fucking tour.
Nice.
A whole documentary about that. That was cool.
I was supposed to go to that fucking tour in Toronto, but unfortunately, anybody who's a big followers of that tour of what happened, the day before was when
Montreal.
It was in Montreal, which is where James Hetfield got burned by a flashbang that went off.
Oh no, I don't think that was Montreal.
And then Axl Rose stormed off the stage after 45 minutes, and a riot happened.
Yeah, people kept hitting him with stuff. People kept hitting him with stuff. It's not really like I like to bust Axl's balls too, but it's not like he was just like, I'm gonna go away for no reason. People kept hitting him with shit. He said, "Please stop hitting me with shit," and they didn't. When I saw Guns N' Roses, people were shooting bottle rockets at the stage, and then finally a security guard comes out. He goes, "All right. If one more bottle rocket goes off at this place, then the band's not coming on." And one went right past his fucking head before he finished his sentence.
That's it. I'm done.
And it was thankfully Guns N' Roses came out. They played. They sucked. I was in Rogers Arena. No, was it? No, it was. Where was it? BC Place? I don't know. I was young. I was the second row. I was as high as you could possibly be in the third bowl up, the second row from the wall, like literally the second last row in the goddamn building.
Yeah,
I couldn't even see the stage. Basically, it was a terrible concert. I hated it. They were good. I'm sure I couldn't see or hear them. I was too fucking far away.
If you get the chance, by the way, Eric, look at Messenger, because if that's not a picture of two lesbians going shopping for a fucking engagement ring, I don't know what is.
That absolutely is. There's two good-looking people.
So it's a phenomenal picture. I don't know if you guys can see this.
Those are lovely ladies. I'll post this on.
Two lovely ladies. Where am I over here? There you go. So that is a phenomenal picture of Mickey Rourke and Axl Rose and I swear to God,